Yo, it's a for Madam was there and so when you know, obtain the program with. And then discussion I bear title here the origin of familiar spirit or the spirit of witchcraft and how to cure those afflicted by witchcraft. And to know familiar spirit, your spirit be a I want to wear witches, I want to wear baby no, or use some or the year wejuma. Na the biano and some uncle for P. What I can do be a spirit, spirit, and you know, I don't know by a ticket crowd, but also not a hydrant pan. Tindano, you look into the origin of the spirit of witchcraft. Your friend of familiar spirit. You better according to history, European history, especially. Now you those times and how I was dealing with familiar spirit. Formless beer or by our we use here what the boy uncle for spirits no affecting. But first of all, the period be kakra the origin of familiar spirit. Familiar spirit of heaven of familiar spirit is spirit be a the piano. I don't any patina fee. Spirit be brewa, be more desert road, be more forest moon, be more oceans moon like. But this particular spirit today. The piano, then the petimun, a honor, a super otna. And the beer pedon in Obenipa. Now, or the Nipa Yijuma. It's no question day beside the day. Then to this particular spirit. The piano, operatina, the fee, and the petim. And I face so no. Faces no family spirits back familiar spirits be our particular family more the piano family name no peda watina na wonya ose kunya family be more on san call family for biam them family man no betina say be ifuna o use no na yejuma no be ifuno pass on and our san pe obi for family no na wadna tua ejuma no do nteno eba be chechire mu kakra. I am very sad and coffee between it and sending coffee be say be ya the papa like abaye means abaye no why no what to know abaye for family no to abaye and I want our family no to abaye and anyway you be call into be first of all be the papa be no oyade be nyina mosayade be papa be no be ya the same kwa no mosay. And so now ever call into the choir be a familiar spirit fee. And the reason why I operate on the partner. And the reason why I assisted be from Moody Bonning Kwa was born in Quan Moody. And so now ever call into that diagram here over here the friend of the mystery table. But your different section with one another section. Now we know it's about people who are religious, more partnering, and are those who are spiritual. What I mean by spiritual, neither be like people who deal with lower stuff, like going to the shrine and do not. Make a spirituality as people whose energy vibrates at the spiritual realm. I mean, may refer to one as spiritual. Now, I'll go into that later. Like, at the point time, what could be a spiritual? But in that topic, it's not about the spiritual and the religious. So I'm going to focus more on the witchcraft spirit. I'm going to focus more on that. And to know, so you share table where you nipa, but before I met you, the my background kakra like nipa den to ne was asido. The be den wa. Den to nipa was asido. Bebre na o kada nipa ba ha de besum na me. Na nkofo bi so wasu nipa spirit ya na me na kopon na nkasa na wasa ba asido na. We live in a life. But ancient science no mysteries of support that fact. Nipa obia or so many parts of physical body. The physical body no your body or use of physical realm. Now aside the physical realm, so yes, I will another realm or interpenetrate the physical realm, my friend, on the etheric realm. Now the etheric realm no will serve as the battery of the physical realm. Until the bia or etheric body. Etheric body need more than there. I don't know preserve it, the physical body no. And to know what the energy so feel the life force not feel the sun no. And there was some channels be about in my friend that I die in Pingala. I die in Pingala. Until the time be able to be and you train the life force for your mom through the etheric body no. Or energize it, the physical body. And to know aside the physical body and the etheric body, it's not what the astral body. The astral body is more like an emotional body, like where our emotions originate from. And so, obia nipa bia or astral body, nipa bia or desires beyond. That is the desire body. Nipa bia or desires bia was associated to be the desire body, which is the astral body. And so, yes, also mind. Mind is also nipa or mind. International where this is the physical body and the etheric body is surrounding the physical body here. And astral body, and this is the nature of the human mind. The mind in any. And after the mind is also yes, I was spiritual. Now my church be a juma be. First of all, we also know we started with the spiritual plane, or both spiritual plane first. Now, over spiritual plane, the Trinity in our almost spiritual plane, the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit, and the Mother Spirit. And to know the nature of the Father is more like a son. If you know, Father not from them not something like that. And Father know what the centermost part of everything. So the universe, the master universe. I don't know what the centermost. And or the spiritual plane. And so when I first place appear out of the unmanifested realm, out of the absolute. And in Kabbalah they refer the aims of the boundless realm. And so no appear and the form because of the nature of the form. It's not to me we are seeing we are seeing quite know by them, but the form no sun manifesting one another form. That is the sun. I don't know how they govern it, or they govern the spiritual realm. And aside and also the other aspects of the Father, the Mother Spirit, the infinite spirit and the baby. So I don't know you're in charge of activities. I don't know create a mind. And at the same time, or create universes and everything like things about activities. I don't know you're involved. And the Son is more like the governor of the spiritual realm. And the Father he holds everything. I don't know how the baby. I don't know so no. And so after our spiritual plane, and Father say the Obana was creating almost so many creators. To create a be a cover, I could be a creating one universe. And to create and create universes now. The mental realm, astral realm, and the physical realm now. And it will be a spark of Yankopon. That is the spirit, which is a fragment of the Father. The Obasasi we do not over experience it because we are more like a light into the only form, into the identity, into the what we are seeing, what we are seeing. na will create activity. That's enter science no mo adwuma no, science na creator science na will create mo. Omo create universe na na the spirit na of Nyankopɔn ho no ba. Obaba be den. Obaba be live a life. Na obaba be experience life through a human being. Onangasa don't remember as video. And no was now creators so I want so we demand who created the human body no. And so we created human body na everything like human being no. It's what we call it's what we call kete akwala na just a physical being on the soul. Akwala no we for first and in the soul. You're just a physical being, and once you are inside your mother no, you are more like an organ in the beginning, because it used to the higher bodies of the mother no, until the time they activate your etheric body and your astral body, and that moment no, I'm from an intimate inside the door pre night oba. The akwala ba no, or a physical body, or someone etheric body one inside. And to the moment I started or have some kind of desires, you know, then the astral body was also starts developing, and astral body starts to develop here. At that moment, the spirit now, no, or what the spiritual realm, no, or best send one cord, like a thread. We call it a sutra atma. Or best send a thread in the inside. Now, or the other sharp, now, Juma sutra atma need to know there. Through the sutra atma, no, otumu influence the mind of the human. Try to guide in a very good way. Now, I feel so. This thread now we feel spirits now about Nipanema. Or some the materials needed to create a soul. And to now this level, no Nipano astral body was our physical body and everybody. At the mental realm, no so mother no. The mother spirit will be created or be provided one atom of mind. I'm a Nipano. And the elemental beings, your elemental beings for every realm. So elemental beings no more the mental realm. They will connect this thread to the mind atom. So no, akolano it will connect here. Then akolano so the moment akolano started, they will use the brain more, thinking more, because the brain is different from the mind. The brain is what is in the physical head. No? The mind is different, and so now nipa nankasa through thought processes no be connected no to the mind, to connect no to the mind now. Then the goal the nipa no betu no was to build another thread I of the bridge, the rainbow bridge. The rainbow bridge, you know, we build it from. That is my rainbow bridge, you know. Before nipa betu me build the rainbow bridge, you know. And then nipa no vibrates more on spirituality. Nipa no life, you know, should be more spiritual. Like you have to believe in oneness and you have to live it. You know, obia de biano or live a good life, or support obia or nipa or nipa bia there like. Is one with everything and is one with everyone. That kind of energy, you know, when you have that kind of energy now, you begin to build that bridge which connects the mind to the spirit. So naturally, you know, the goal, and to never know when I say here, not say desires, so our desires are the person will continue living that story until desires in your bed be free. Until desires in your freedom corner. Obelusu astral body. Now later I can mind and so because so the soul is more like experiences now in your associate with you know. The qualities that you gain, all the qualities that you gain from your experience in this world. Then when you know mind and absorb that values. It's another form of the soul. The soul, you create the soul. You create the soul. You have soul mass with. And so no one to create the soul, not to create the bridge now. At a point in time, in the other realms, that is in the constellation and other places, the higher realms, the spirits and the soul will merge. And the spirit and soul, when they merge now, then they can move to the spiritual realm. Because without spirit, you can't enter the spiritual realm. Just like when you don't have a physical body, you can't live in the spirit, in the physical realm. And to know the normal process, but sometimes your nipa bi oha we asna mo ba no bone kwa no mudi bone bebre like obi oha the biano enema onye enema more like selfishness, only live a selfish life, materialistic life. Obi no oha mudi bone obi oha omo me abefo mo they practice dark magic, those kind of people, and those who I don't know what Jessica and all those kind of things. And those people, when they die now, even when they are living in this world now, the connection to the spirit is kind of severed. And to know what connection or what spirit, cutting off. You find example, we are quite Jessica Drobi or quite Jessica Drobiano. With me, Chenny Pandero, Uncle D, menstrual party, do Uncle Kumakwala, Uncle Kumunipa, those kind of things. I couldn't say I'm way winning in bits because evil spirits now I'm on dealing or better way or better nipano. Na spirits not anymore. Why they was separated because so I started a lady bonnet of that magnitude now, like a look nipa a bonnet the fee a kawankasa over the spirits no separating away from. To the moment na spirits be separating away from, then the demon will have access to your soul and will become your new owner. And so I want to work with do now on our way when you also go your way into those kind of winning. It's a trick where demons somebody wear nipa soul. And so once I we also know or better assist to whatever you want to, whatever aid you need from them in this world, and whatever wow. Na nipa no will be pet. Oh, we no free physical realm no man. No for astral realm na upper seven for some time now. Now, because of eternal life and all is in the spirit, and says here no nipa no so only connection to the spirit. Nipa them no who are, and those people who are like that, no almost so they home astral body now. They look more like they have more animal features. And so I wanna those kind of things. And who astral body now they look more like animal. So now I don't so nipa suns me about. No, it's not like that. And then nipa biana no suns me about. Obiya no suns me about biano. And so then nipa no will live a good life and will live a very evil life. That's as we do. And so no, so nipa no upper astral realm na say. The connection with the spirit, we can't offer. Now, nipa no will sink to the lowest astral realm. Astral realms in your different dimensions, your subdivisions, your up to about 7 or more. And to nipa no by the lowest astral realm, the lowest astral realm ni ewia ni ho. Nti ewia na nipa nya wo ewia energy na vital life force na nipa ne ana we no. The prana na nipa nya wo ewiano mu na if you want to astral realm or the highest realm, they have access to the astral sun and they can derive their life force from the astral sun. But obia was sink to the lowest astral realm, that person doesn't have access to the life force. So almost creating some artificial tree of life in this realm, material realm, that is be a shrines. Any baby or animal sacrifice, because which are born and and those beings and those demonic beings or those evil spirits now who claim to be gods and go for be out of ignorance, don't worship them as gods. That is how they extend their life. Because now, my life force they are cutting, and because of their cut my life force I'm going to create some artificial shrines be the physical realm. With assistance of human beings, more create baby like this is a traditional religion, but there's nothing like a traditional religion. There's nothing like African traditional religion. I'm going to create religion be Africans. No, maybe the evil spirits no create deceive nipa create through that they get their blood and to in order to extend their life. That is their tree of life. Those shrines are their tree of life. Now nipa na went to me one call higher realm no one to your uncle and later I become once I become higher realm so I want to wait to my corner after this so or we become in a but in the familiar spirits na went to me uncle the nipa na went to me uncle so na went to me uncle the higher realm now the feet and look more like an animal into no back to the family no the girlfriend we release now we will cry uncle want to engage one but we want to know when you way and we'll back to family with assistance of sometimes some of spirits now on the because of the familiar spirits not in the daily familiar spirits know more experience we want to know if I will pay or better neither another fear normal come up baby or be detained in the crowd into best have a fear into be fear now then they look for a candidate for that new being you know familiar spirit here nipa obi otina via seda I went to me and I then one cause of life brother boy we as went to me and in order to extend their life no obe penny pebina on nipa na ayewe actually nipa witchcraft witchcraft. So that is the origin of witchcraft and the science behind witchcraft. Antonio Bia obi mana nipa no odi bone ma nipa na then once na why nipa na man moja you know how one kasa wo twa won ho or be from do be part of some part of their body almost suck blood from almost familiar spirit almost suck blood from so the familiar spirit na sometimes some your mom one kete mo home wa mo ba no mo ko so no be fu bia won familiar spirit. So the familiar spirit no oye obi out na we say I went to one konenim our university. So since I reckon some history about witchcraft in the past in Europe no fight against the familiar spirits and the witch. And you know one book and I reckon hasem can them we not some book back a friend book ne title astrological practice of physics. Discovering the true way to cure all kinds of diseases and infirmities which are naturally incident to the body of man. I hear book name na book a very old book. Which on 1671 by Blackgraves. I'm not a book no. Na yoko book na you page 153. Na ya can be kakra for my Blackgraves ordinary for witchcraft to home. Na go for the from witches no so no. Adwena na adwena kakra no so be kire afa no o me kan be kakra o in page 153 no. You can page 153 na I say also the curing of such who are bewitched. Where your old English, no old English sometimes an alphabet, no. Because it's an old English. I say okay page na title here the true way to cure both witchcraft and sorcery, according unto the author's experience and practice. The curing of such who are bewitched is not done only by such who are called white witches. I say, so obia be ye hanono, obia be for ade yaribia to no do, and now they some problem like the problem ya to no do. And you be a white witch in Kwano with my boy, Lebanipano. Now, what can white witch be also be a kung fu, be a malam, or be a way, no more, I must say. Omo yesunsum omo sasunsun yare na de no but anya won kwa no betim abo nkofo no formula wo ha obi a wonim knowledge no wo knowledge no o wo dem formula no se kire obi a usu betim abo ne pa no anto na very very important the video no ebe share video we na ede am obi a no obi a so nsa ka video we bi because ebia no bi wo ha o yare da o serious beifu ana familiar spirit bi na o ha no enti sa nipa nsa ka video we a ababo nipa na nipa no so ayde no ho ato no enti no video we nsa ka maintain mo na family knowledge no knowledge me dem free men kan tell the bra send is kabi mam na me ma knowledge no true knowledge no is free to be obe ka tell the bia manisika bi na o ma secret bi no na dem nipa no enyo obi a why na dey opera obo bi ase an opera obo nipa because knowledge and kasankasa na free and also no kwaya also be father e be boa wonua nipa no no sa ka ne free no so share ne free no bi so nsanka and I say the knowledge no so men ton knowledge ni mo bi knowledge ni mo bi free na so na obi wo bi no yare a na say be full ha na nipa no so no ho ato nti yanko back to black grapes no all can afa which is so and I say, for the white witch and the black witch are all one, as I have elsewhere expressed. They are but confederate witches. The one which by thorn, pin, or needle pricks into the image through the subtlety of the devil, causeth the infirmity, pain, or lament. The other which giveth forth that she can cure. And so when the friends of the bewitched cometh unto the white witch or cunning woman, they divide again, and the cure is quickly done. Is but pulling forth the thorn, pin, or needle, and the patient is cured. I have been credibly informed by some who have gone to these cunning women or white witches that their cattle or the patients afflicted have been perfectly well before they have gotten home. It's even end no have. My black review can there. Sometimes you found that's a beifu go how much to create some image when over the pin na the what the wo ni pano. Na kwa mo fa so mo fa do create them we ni nyina no be nipa no obi ano nipa de ni nya no nti no beifu no oye dam wi a na awo kokonfo na bia nipa no se beifu le ha no na oye confederate omo nyina mo ye group black witch no beifu na nkasa no na konfo ana edu nsini na ha wo eba na also obo nipa ma obi a before aha no obe contact before no acha na menua we de lusu we no na menjis kana wo na miso ma wo share nti no omo nyina mo ye nipa ba ko mo ye dwuma bo malam na before omo nyina konfo na we nyina we nipa ba ko mo nyina no mo ye dwuma bo ndam na broni we book we black is on we country bena onye bibini on the book no try no book ni fi this country. Let me see. Britain. Britain. 1671 in Britain. Little Britain. It's an English book. It's a brony in our book no. And to know na yanko kwanya according to black graves no so be wo where I bet my boy nipa and so the formula oh yeah in formula until you chapter 154 na number 3 na I say another way is to stop the urine of the patient, close up in a bottle and put into it 3 nails, pins or needles with a little white salt keeping the urine always warm. If you let it remain long in a bottle, it will endanger the witch's life. For I have found by experience that they will be grievously tormented, making their water with a great difficulty, if any at all, and the more if the moon be in Scorpio. And Scorpio, that one is not important. Anyway, into the black river can in another. So before you be the formula with the one nipano. Nipana before ye no. Nipana yarida hono. And no beer before it in the beer. Woman if funny urine. Na onfangu bottle. Na onfanido miensa. Pins miensa. Nails dadwa miensa. Onfangu bottle. Non close and very tight. Na the longer we never close no we never bottle no. Before na oye nipa no. Abe affect nipa no. Before be na problem. Before be to my family kura no ide. If you are siako. It's according to Black Grapes. So we're ancient formula. Now that formula we find a rich bottle. And so na go rich bottle ebenya the formula no. Oh. Maybe before maybe I made illustration kakra me for bottle na my church room kakra hawa. Ebetumi a rich bottle na eda bomb buy. Now sometimes no another etna before you answer. So which bottle her at least no. Anytime be I'll be better if we are now will be better try to be you draw a tail piano. That to go back to sender. To know about protector. Baboma I require an pan best and yaba. So be for no bay no about one and Cassandra. And yes, uncle the history the first time I yet near the wheat bottle what come as according to history no. In check and so na in kind so ono ye into your call we book bi o ha the book no a friend no book no den the nipa author book no friend Joseph Glanvill ono so ma history bia obi use which part no the boy obi a be bi or ha nadwen and yente story na hu ma okodo them time into book no title na ye Sadducismus Triumphatus, or Evidence Concerning Witches and Apparitions, written by Joseph Glanvill, 1681. Yan kaya no suna yehu ma no so original. Or say, for an old man that traveled up and down the country and had some acquaintance at that house, calling in and asking the man of the house how he did and his wife. What's a papa bi wa up and down all country no. Na that man sometimes oba obi ne fie, ba ma bi ne fie. Na we be send no ho to them. And an year so no to them. He told him that himself was well, but his wife had been a long time in a languishing condition, and that she was haunted with a thing in the shape of a bird that would fly near to her face, and that she could not enjoy her natural rest well. The old man bade him and his wife be of good courage. According to Mano, what's another no here? But no, Because anoma bi wo ha o mu anoma na ba ne je no do. Anoma na ba ne je no do a ntama de bia na ye no honto no. Na old man ka chenda oh man worry cry. Don't worry. I don't know we are no any problem. Relax. The old man bade him and his wife be of good courage. It was but a death sprite, he said, and he would put him in a course to rid his wife of this languishment and trouble. Also, but over for quite a bit of make sure formula beer. Or how now a wife for formula? Maybe you need them how now. He therefore advised him to take a bottle and put his wife's urine into it, together with pins and needles and nails, and cork them up and set the bottle to the fire, well corked, which when it had felt a while, the heat of the fire began to move and juggle a little. But he for sureness took the fire shovel and held it hard upon the cork, and as he thought, he felt something one while on this side, another while on that side. Shoved the fire shovel off, while he still quickly put on again. But at last, at one shoving, the cork bounced out, and the urine, pins, nails, and needles all flew up and gave a report like a pistol. And his wife continued in the same trouble and languishment still. And tomorrow the channel there, on for bottle, on for 3 pins, and 3 noodles. Now on your on for go bottle no, on for the urine somewhere, on for count. Now on catado the tending, can be anything. Now on for go to gem. Now do to gem. I don't know heat no cause to be now, or be affected by if not, or no. So if you be Glanvill formula in a Black Grace formula is almost the same thing. It's all about using a bottle to, fight against the witch who is bewitching the patient. And also but no who they like I didn't move called like you call left, you call right. And so honor or the winner or the surgeon or the press we know because I don't know I'm sure I didn't be two, need cover and be two. Because no cover needs to pay if you be free. But at last no. At long last no, we need 3. Now the wife in a condition no. The wife now improve. Not long after, the old man came to the house again and inquired of the man of the house how his wife did, who answered, as ill as ever, if not worse. He asked him if he had followed his direction. Yes, says he, and told him the event as is above said. Ha, quoth he, it seemed it was too nimble for you. But now I will put you in a way that will make the business sure. Take your wife's urine as before and cork it in a bottle with nails, pins, and needles, and bury it in the earth, and that will do the feat. The man did accordingly, and his wife began to mend sensibly, and in a competent time was finally well recovered. But there came a woman from a town some miles off to their house with a lamentable outcry that they had killed her husband. They asked her what she meant and thought her distracted, telling her they knew neither her nor her husband. Yes, said she, you have killed my husband. He told me so on his deathbed. But at last they understood by her that her husband was a wizard and had bewitched this man's wife. That this counter practice prescribed by the old man, which saved the man's wife from languishment, was the death of that wizard that had bewitched her. And to my work in there, man no catch and okay, first one where formula na no anye, the 2 gentlemen na den anye. Into no more formula for say no say but no be no. Na the urine and pins in na kata be na. Go to form tutu anua no from baby na fa share baby obia hu na that would do the trick. Into man no yeah for the find your wife no urine for 3 needles 3 pins and 3 nails no the gum no katado no kwashe from so when na yire no ho started on no tolo into na yire no ho to na nche no some baby say beef baby olusum by I say oh like ekumikunu na man say oh ukunu minim no bangasa so minim no so time na me kunu wu no o ka che won mpa no do de ya won no wide we kunu into also hono no hu de which bottle na wa ye no anu na okun beifuna aye ma me no lusu no kunu into no me da mas hana me program no me be be na actually no mesa look at different topics so I and so just illustration on the camera just you a rich bottle all you need is just a bottle in ya and only very tight as I say at the urine gumua at the pins only the 3 pins 3 at the salt a dance salt in the gum na nails so 3 and a kata do the dendem pan kwan bien na a kutu to form baby na dash into be a be free and with my no what abono and obisuswa or the for just for protection so anytime be so be okay I didn't be backfire medamasi or friend by the ra actually mo betinenka share video no na onya so nsan kam na obi a won samle ha no o family ye de mana ne pa no aton bye bye.